What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I still look a little crazy, but it's whatever. We are outside at this current moment. I'm about to pull the G8 in. I just wanted to let you guys know what we're doing in this video and show you guys the progress, pretty much what this looks like, and a little secret. Hopefully, if I don't wind up getting rid of this other car, it's gonna be a sight for sore eyes, or a sight to see, better yet. But we'll run the intro and we'll get it going. I'll explain everything to you guys today. So the Civic is, like I said, fully torn apart, all the way fully torn apart. I have two dashboards for this thing now. Original, both of them are at home. The Civic's actually gonna go home. I am gonna put it on the back burner because the 8. And I also have a bunch of parts I have to buy, and find somebody that's affordable to work with me, so I can put this damn 12-point cage in here. It's not gonna break the bank. But I have a different subframe for it that's going to wind up getting done. 12-point comes all the way out to just about here, if I'm not mistaken. It's just so hard finding videos so I could do it myself of somebody with a 12-point. That's pretty much it. It's a K-Swap MR2 that's for sale if you guys are looking for something to play. But this right here is the ultimate sleeper project if I don't get rid of it. This is a 99 Camry, if I'm not mistaken. I want to do something retardedly special with that. So without further ado, because I'm not going to spoil that one at all, we are pulling this in the shop today. It wasn't there earlier, but I had to move it, and I am going to be moving the flange and the whole back a little forward due to me not having enough space for my water tank, which is going to be sitting right in front of the turbo. So it's going to be sitting, which is supposed to be sitting right here. So with me wanting it to sit just about here, I have to make some room because it winds up hitting the turbo. I actually have a picture I'm gonna put up in the corner. It winds up hitting the turbo by, I would say, a smooth 2 to 3 inches. I would like to move it because I also have to run lines, and it's got an in-tank pump and everything. So we are going to be cutting that exhaust up a little bit. This time around, I do have an exhaust cutter. Oh, that's my double pump setup. I do have an exhaust cutter inside the shop. So I am going to do, that's fucking closed. I'm gonna pull it in. I have to leave the trunk open because it's loud as hell, and I don't have my keys. Oh, I do have my keys. I'll see you guys inside. Well, I was trying to give you guys a sound clip on how ridiculous it sounds in the car right now with it sitting like that. But once I walked away, unfortunately, the phone dropped from the vibration of the car, and it just killed the whole entire video. So that's gone. But I am going to actually have another update. I'm going to get a tripod for this damn thing. So when I'm doing the oil lines, which I have parts on the way for that'd be in the next video. When I'm doing my oil lines, I'm going to hopefully have the tripod for this. But today, I'm going to do the cutting, make sure the ice box fits in with the turbo in the car, and then you you guys are going to be with me today, and we're going to be essentially measuring and, you know, trying to see angles and everything for the intercooler piping, because there's going to be a lot back here. No one's really going to see unless I open the trunk, thank God, because I'm going to wind up painting that black. The whole back side of the exhaust is going to be black. I am going to make a video on me powder coating everything that I customized for back here, and that is going to be on the bracing for the turbo itself, my salvage pump brakes that I'm gonna make for back here and stuff like that. But enough with the talking. I'm gonna figure out where in this giant trunk I'm going to mount you guys. So I'll probably mount you on the floor because that's where most of the work is going to be done. So we can get it going. I've done took this clip like at least 4 times. You're on the floor, as you can see. We're going to be cutting off what I wind up welding the last time, because the turbo is so damn heavy, it sits everything down. So that's why I have to make the bracing. That's going to go up here. God willing, I'll probably just pop some holes in here, clean off some of this rust, spray this one corner, pop the holes in the majorly clean off this damn rust. Jesus. You know when you start finding stuff after you start replacing or working on your car that you don't want to find? That's what we're doing, guys. Anyway, pop that off. Instead, I marked it right here. Hopefully, I'm going to go step by step. I'm going to do probably 1.5 inches or so first. Move this up. And hopefully that's where I want it to be, so I don't have to keep cutting and cutting and cutting. But let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what I am currently dealing with. P.S. Make sure you always wear your PPE. So this does not want to come out. So I'm gonna, instead of wasting you guys' time, force it out, cut it, put it in, and hopefully it works. I'm gonna push you guys up first to show you what I'm doing. My phone decides to just freestyle. There we go. So I cut the side. So you can hopefully see. Wait, this is what I didn't have last time. I should have went and checked. Instead, I just used goddamn Sawzall, big ass Sawzall, to cut everything that I needed. So we came just about 1.5 inches or so off of the other side. I have 2 of these, which is 1/2 inch, 2.5 inch to a 3 inch to slide on. So I did cut another half off. That's what was from the, I think when I cut the 80 off, the 80 in half from the first video. So that's in the existing exhaust. So it gives me a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna finish cutting this off so it's flat, and then shove it in there. And if it works, I will be welding all that together and then pulling it back out of the car. Finish welding this. I'm gonna hit this with some brake clean to get all the contaminants and oils that are on it. That's probably why it looks like complete dog shit over here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me finish this and then we'll get back at it. So it only cuts half. I don't know why. I used to have one. It broke because I'm a brute. So this one doesn't work as well. Plus it winds up getting stuck right here. And I have no idea why it won't just let me squeeze it a little bit harder around this so I don't have to use the cutoff wheel. Guess what? I'm not the luckiest guy you guys will find that out sooner or later. I am smart enough to get one that goes in reverse so I don't take my eyeballs out. Just like that. Clean this up. Hopefully we'll be good and welding within the next 10 or so minutes. I am officially in my fucking truck. So, like I said, I cut off 1/2 inch, which to me it looks right where I need it. Like I said, I have to put the turbo back on to double check before welding anything. But I may have fucked up. With this being a one-off thing, like I said in the very beginning of the other video, no one's done this before. So with this being a one-off thing, I may have cut off a little bit more than I could chew due to this part right here. See how this flexes over and hits that? I am about 5 minutes away from completely losing it and just cutting that off so this could flex over some more. I don't want to do that as of right now because I could do that when I pull this whole exhaust off, because all of this straight down is welded because I got tired of the flanges hitting the floor because it was so low at one point, and there's potholes all over Maryland, and I was taking them like a monster. So I wind up welding most of the exhaust completely together. See, if I take that off, cut that piece right there, guys, I could fit the exhaust into itself a little bit better, I guess you would say, or more difficult, because it's not straight whatsoever. It's crooked like a motherfucker. See, straight would be right here. I don't know if you guys see that. Straight would so what I'm gonna do, because trying to finesse it is not gonna work at this current moment, I just took the hangers out in order for me to be able to weld that in. Sorry, it's kind of fucking iPhone. For me to be able to weld that in, hangers dropped. I'm gonna weld it in right now. Hi guys. Once again, not a professional at all, but they hold where I need them to. And once again, I am listening to car for like the millionth time. So I'll be able to get some welds on the bottom before having either me fully welded or having somebody I know that would do this way better than me fully welded. So I'm gonna grab the turbo. I'm going to put you guys I don't know where once again, and we're going to see if I just wasted hours of my day. Shit. Hold on. I have to at least set the hangers on. It doesn't completely fall. way hard to get on now. Like long. Oh damn. Outside of the trunk at this kind of moment. So that ain't working to my favor. Hey Carl, can I borrow you? Can I borrow you? Huh? All right. Well, guys, I kind of screwed myself, so I'm waiting for Carl to help me manhandle this up here, because I gotta put like I guess I'm gonna put a pry bar down there and try to make it work, hopefully with his help. I'm gonna do that. I'll get back. Hi guys, what me and my boy Carl over there have been doing, because I don't know if you guys noticed, now there's, I don't know if you noticed before, but there is no one in the shop. It is dark outside. So what we've been doing is trying to make the water tank fit. And that's why I cut off what I wanted cutting off of the exhaust. But my issue still remains. So you probably can't see, I've touch some of the back of this. Not the finishing it's going to be. I did not want to pay for the black one already, because I knew it was a bunch of test fitting and make sure everything works, because I would have been mad that I would have had to re-powder coat that thing. So I moved it up, and it is where I need it to be, because I can't go no further. That hanger right there is going to smack straight into that 90. It took me and him to put that hanger on. It's hitting the little grooves I was telling you guys about earlier. So this basically fits. Hold on, let me open it so I can grab it. This basically has to fit somewhat like this in order for it to work. But as you guys can see, I have to, there's a certain way that we had it. I'm just doing it one-handedly. So like this, basically, for it to work. Here's my next problem. That is a 5-inch exhaust that needs to come out of this car. And before I even started this, I said I wanted true duals out of the back of this car, so it could be as non-noticeable as possible when I am making pulls on the highway or whatever the case may be. So I'm thinking, even though I spent a shit ton of money on this, I might have to cut this bracket so it could fit. But with that being said, since I'm already doing all this and it's got to be light fab work, I'm thinking about making a hold up for this instead of hold down, holding it up underneath with this nutsert right here for the factory exhaust hanger. So essentially making a bracket goes from here, little loop, and then back to this one over here, so it could hold the weight of the water. Because I don't know if I said it before, I have plexiglass for this trunk, and this trunk is getting at least the floor is getting painted black. So when I put all the carpet and everything back in here, everything kind of like mushes together, and you don't really see that it is fiberglass until the little lights that I'm gonna put down here for my powder coated stuff turns on when I open the trunk. So I'm just going to be, at this moment, I know this is as far as it's gonna go, to be honest, because of the 5-inch exhaust and me not knowing exactly how far it comes out, because you don't want to kink in that thing, and with it being 5-inch, it's going to be fucking massive. With that even being said, like I said, I want true dual, so it's gonna be from a 5 to a wide 3.5 inch on each side to be able to come out the back. Then I have to worry about filter. You need a filter for the turbo, especially back here, because God knows what's gonna kick up under the rear wheels, and it's gonna either need a mesh, or I was thinking like a small 3-inch titanium tube with a mesh on the opposite side of it to sound really nice and also not screw up the turbo as much as it's going to without anything covering it under. So I guess I'm gonna have to make a splash shield for the rear, but it also has to be aerodynamic. So yeah, this is gonna be a thing. So I'm just gonna blow through measuring this thing real quick, and I'll just measure that, and we'll just go as we go. But I'll roll some of this YouTube music for you guys, put you on speed, and this is probably the last time that I'm going to say anything. So with this being my ending message, like, subscribe, comment, follow. We got a lot more coming, a lot more stress, blood, sweat, tears, yada yada yada, breaking stuff, because this car is going to go through hell, because got people already telling me I need to build the transmission for the power that I want, but we shall see. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we are posting our next video, and we'll see you in the next one.